So, hello everyone. We have a small presentation for today, and we want to talk about as a general topic about the overcoming personal problems between model, trainer, studio, and a lot of funny stories, and the dynamics between us. Um, I am the trainer.
I'm the model. Hello, I'm Elia. I work in this industry for about 3 years, and I started when I was 19. Now I'm 22.
Great. And I work as a trainer in this industry for about 4 years. I want to ask you something, and I want to be very honest. How was the idea of you working in a studio? And of course, if you ever think about going to stream from your home as an independent model, because I know at 19 is a very young age, and you don't know very much about this domain. So tell me, why did you choose to be with us, with our studio?
First of all, I didn't even know about the possibility of trying from home, of working this from home. So I saw some publicity from our studio in the city, and it made me go right there. I knew that the studio offers the models, the support, trainers, and of course, not knowing anything about this job, it was like taking it from zero because, yeah.
Basically, that happened. Okay, understood. Um, how was your first day online?
Yeah, well, here we will probably have a little bit of fun because my first day online, it was very crazy for me. You will see here, I wrote in diaries about my first day online, how it went, and about my incomes from the first week, in the second one, and I have tried to talk to myself by writing in the diaries everything that I said. If I Can I just explain
Yeah,
how
yeah,
it
yeah. You
was?
can explain everything.
Okay, I was very shy. I didn't know very much about it still because, being the first day online, you have like zero knowledge about it. And I remember I was helped by a trainer to get a bed sheet, and then we went in the room. She gave me a little bit of time to change into a set of lingerie. I needed privacy even from the first minute because, yeah, I was shy, awkward, and she came back and she told me, like, hey, I am going to be from downstairs and I'm going to watch you from there. And I know you don't know English because, yeah, honestly, I didn't know English at all, which was very bad because you can't communicate with anybody without English. And I found myself in front of the camera. She told me choose a song to dance, and of course, Maluma, Maluma baby. And of course, I started to dance like I was in the club. I didn't know that I am supposed to be sexy or to invite people to spend time with me, and I behaved literally like in the club. I was like all dancing in there, and suddenly someone takes me in the private, and the trainer is writing to me, pretend you're typing. So me very fast, like this. I'm moving my fingers on the keyboard from left to right, not knowing anything from what I'm doing. I was just looking at the computer, like my face is like this. And she was typing for me. I was not aware of what the member is asking me to do. And she was telling me, now you have to remove your bra slowly. And I was like, oh, sexy, trying myself. I didn't know I see myself on the screen. I was so shy, and Now it's funny because when I see myself back then, I'm laughing. I'm laughing because it was an awkward moment. And I was removing my bra, trying to be sexy, not knowing that I actually am not sexy at all. I just thought I am, but I was not. Even though the trainer was there, it's like slowly, slower, not so fast, not so fast. And bra away. It doesn't matter. And I must say that also in my first day in the studio, I saw my pictures from my first photo shoot. And it was the first time for me when I actually saw myself as being feminine, being sexy in a lingerie, posing, which was amazing. Was like, wow. And then I am in one of these pages, I wrote something funny. I was very frustrated about not having
Privates or making money?
Not having boobs because.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I wrote in here like about the fact that I saw my pictures and then, oh my God, there are no boobies in the bra, and yeah, I liked it very much. The first day online. I want to ask you.
Okay.
Why did you choose to be a trainer? How did you get in this industry?
Okay. It's not that funny, like your story. But of course, when I first came in this industry, I came as an assistant manager. So that was it. I have to make the bills. I have to, I don't know, calculate the earnings of the girls. I mean, I don't know. Stuff that weren't related to this job as a trainer at all. And after that, in time, I saw that girls start talking to me, and I was like their mama, and I saw that I can motivate them very, very much. And I don't know, the girls just keep talking to me. I have that problem, this problem, and I was just keep solving the problems for them. And after that, my boss from that time said to me, you know, we need a manager here, and I know you are doing great with the girls, and I know you can motivate them. Would you like to be part of our studio? We will train you. We will have trust in you and so on. And I said yes, and this is how I got in. It came with a lot of work, stress, many hours, because basically we have to build from the scratch a studio. Yeah, and this is the real story. And after that, I became a trainer full-time, because I really liked to, I don't know, inspire the girls, to motivate them, the girls like you know, the girls that want to work hard, to have a good life, and to be very proud of them. And this keeps me motivated as well, because I really like to do this, to start with a new model and to help her, to understand her, to make her welcome, to make her good. And this is my, I don't know, I felt so good and relieved, and I don't know, I can sleep well every night, because I know that I'm doing my best with every girl, every single girl that comes into our studio. So yeah, basically this is my story.
Okay, so you mentioned something about girls coming to you, talk about their problems. What is like the biggest difficulty you've ever had in this job?
Besides the first day of online, you told about first day online, I also have some struggles when I have a model in the first day. It's like I'm new in the domain, you know. It's like I'm with her when she's shy and she doesn't know what to do, and she don't want to do some things that, you know, she doesn't know this. I also become shy as well. It's like, yeah,
You're
you
feeling
should.
with her.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
you're there with
Yeah,
her.
yeah. I'm living with her. I'm breathing with her. Like, yeah, it's a lot of.
You empathize a lot.
Yeah, a lot. Emotions for me are very important, and emotions are the thing that define us every day. So I could not say that I don't empathize with every model. Sometimes it's very hard because I had a model. She is still in the studio, but I had a model and she was really struggling. Like she was doing 100 hours, over 100 hours per period, and she was making $200 per period. And this was for about a year. And imagine how is this scenario. You earn $200 per period, your money, $200. So it's nothing. It's like nothing. And you have to pay the rent. You have a kid. She has a kid. At that time, the kid was 4 years old. And a husband, and she wasn't able to pay the rent. And I was like, what should I do? What should I do? Nothing seems to work. Nothing. I mean, it's not working. Am I doing something wrong? And I couldn't sleep at night when I in that period. I'm nervous just thinking about it because I was asking all the trainers around me. We gathered in the meetings, and the meetings were, you know, meetings for our studio, meetings from the end of the period to discuss what is going on with the studios, with the girls, what we have to do to improve us. But the meeting was basically turned into how can we help this model?
Was she having the patience to
Yeah,
grow
yeah.
eventually?
Yeah, this is the point. This is the point that I never do something for someone that don't want to. So I cannot force anyone.
So she wanted.
Yeah, she wanted real bad because she still made 100 hours, but we spoke with the site. She is working currently, and she was working on Live Jasmine. And I spoke to the site after I spoke with all my colleagues, and we figured out, let's make a plan, let's lend her some money. We want to help her, and we did. And I spoke to the site to keep her, I don't know, on observation and tell me what I have to do with her so she could improve herself and make things differently. And yeah, Live Jasmine helped us a lot, and of course our account manager and all the team. After that, she finally made it with some rigorous plans and strict hours to go online, and a lot of attention, a lot of money for outfits, for hair, for nail, for everything that a model does. But she was not making that money, and it was hard. But now she is at 7K per period after 2 years of struggling, and I'm so happy for her because she understand it, and she realized that she can also do it because she is also a woman. I don't know. It doesn't matter if you are small, if you are tall, if you are, I don't know, skinny, or, you know, it doesn't matter. You have to be confident and you have to work a lot. And that's it with this kind of tricky part of my job. And I want you to tell me, because I know you have bad days, I know you do, but I want to tell me your hardest moment from your entire career.
Yeah, which is probably the same, more or less, to most of the models. It happens to most of us when family found out about the job. It's one of the toughest part, indeed, because we don't expect them to understand us, and we know inside of us that they will not take it as we want to. So it didn't happen in my case either, of course. I went myself to tell them that I do this job because it was a situation before that. Like, you give up on this job, or I tell them. So I decided to go to say it myself. And I remember I was at my parents' house, and it was just my mom. And I go there, and I'm like, I'm doing video chat. But like straight away, I just said it. I just wanted to get rid of it, and I did. And my mom is like, what? I knew it. And she just gets up from the sofa. She goes out to take a breath because, of course, it was a shock for her to find out that I'm doing this job. Like, terrible. And I'm like, I said it. Finally. Now I'm relieved. And I'm staying there. I'm waiting to see. She's coming back. She comes back. She's like, I knew you were doing this. I'm so disappointed. And, of course, she threw a little bit of frustration on me. It affected me. I was scared in that moment. I didn't know how to react and take it. And I remember that my father came in the house, and she changed the topic. Then I went to the place where I live. Everything was like fine. I start the music in the car, be like so happy. I did it. Yes, let the music blow my mind again. So the next day for me, it started to be really bad because she started calling me, and a lot of bad things were said back then. And I went through a very bad period because I was feeling like I'm getting in depression. I was apart from all of them. And I would say that the only support I had, it was from the studio. They were the only ones like you, trainers, people from makeup, some other models. I didn't go and cry to them, of course, but yeah. Trainers mostly were listening to me. And I could make them listen to me. And they did. They always encouraged me to keep it going, and I had some time off because I needed it to recover from that.
Okay. And do you remember the first thing that I told you when you came back to the studio after that break?
Absolutely. It will be a motto one day. So now that everyone knows, I should prove myself that this job is worth it. And it is. Now it's very worth it. I am very proud to be in this industry, to be a cam model, because I can afford everything that I want. More or less, yeah.
So we can see.
Me being happy, getting my car, also going on vacations. So it's very nice. Once you get out of this stress of hiding yourself from people not to know about your job, once you get rid of it, you feel like you can do more. You're more comfortable doing it. And now you can show to the world that, hey, I can afford this without being questioned, how can you afford it? Mm-hmm. So it became more simple to me and much better.
Okay, and could you tell me 3 things that you did to become a top model? 3 things. Small ones. Maybe, I don't know, I drink coffee every day at 7 a.m. in the morning.
No coffee, only cappuccino.
Okay.
yeah, working hard, like many hours, of course. That's what brings us higher and higher. Music always makes me happiest. I always play music before my shift. Um,
So it's like a routine. You put the
Routine,
music
yes, yes, yes.
before you enter online.
Absolutely, always. It sets a mood, the music. Now it depends what we listen. Um, Many hours online, of course, being constant, period after period, you have to be there, many hours. Not taking long breaks, for instance, a holiday. Until this year, I never had a long holiday unless it was an issue. So I only had mostly 3 days in a row off. After that, back to work for 14 or less, yeah. And I tried never give up.
This is amazing because we don't have very um, we don't have models in the room, and this was for them. But it's very interesting to see how this changes. You have 22 years old. You have the life that not only that anyone dreams about it. It's like never be achieved for some of us. So you have to be glad. You have to be honored. You have to continue because you are so young, and you could do this a few years and to be, I don't know, settled for the entire life. And I know the goals and the dreams are endless in our lives because we always want more. We always dream big. And yeah.
Here it's you, being very concentrated, working hard.
Yeah, this is me. It's I have to put this photo because I put a lot of photos of Elia, so
It was your turn as well.
why shouldn't be here? But like I said, emotions define us, and I wanted to show you from where you began.
Yeah, well,
It's 2020 there, and
Yes.
you have 102 hours per period, and you have $1,600,
Yes.
and that was
One of the first few periods.
few days of.
Yeah, it was one of the first periods on Jasmine, indeed. Um, at first, I really thought it's a lot of money. For me, from nothing to go to 1,600, wow. It was amazing, it was splendid. But then I started to find out that girls are making a lot more. So, yeah, I kept going. I never stopped working, trying to go over my limits, because setting limits, it will stop us at some point, somewhere. And it shouldn't stop us anywhere. We can earn a lot, a lot, a lot.
Yeah.
So,
It is true because this is the last period that ended, so it's very current this thing, and I want to congratulate you
thank you.
for this, and
Thank you.
because I mentioned also Live Jasmine before, I want to discuss a little. I'm so close of the end, so be patient a little.
Sure.
Without their help, I think a lot of things wouldn't have happened in our studio. So I think this is something that helped you too. And this is the last thing I wanted to ask you. How is your life as a model? I mean, from the model's point of view, and of course your own point of view. How is the life in a studio certified Live Jasmine?
Well, here is very simple, because long time ago we were not, like when I started, we were not certified on Live Jasmine, and I took it like normal, but now when we are certified, I can make a difference. Back then, I didn't even know what it means. Now I can actually make a difference between what it means, each of them. And of course, being certified, it brings us a lot more advantages from them. It makes us more visible. We get a lot of support, a lot of help from them. Anytime we have an issue, they will definitely be there for us. And this certification, if I'm saying it right, I hope.
Yeah. The certification program, it's okay.
Yes. It makes us be proud of ourselves because it was a lot of work to be a certified studio between so many. So I think it's a very good thing. It helped me a lot, indeed.
Okay. So me as a trainer, it was very helpful because they came a few
Yes.
weeks ago and held some trainings, also with the models, also with us, and were things about life. I mean, not only the website, but also the how to be a real person,
Yeah.
and how to be you in front of the camera. And it was very interesting for me. And I'm so glad that our studio is part of this program because I can see differences now. So yeah, I would love to continue with this.
Yeah, I'm very happy for the fact that from time to time we have calls with the account manager, and he just asks for our opinion, our needs in the sense of the site, of course. He is interested, or the whole team, they're interested in our opinion, what we want to be different, what we want to change, and so on.
Yeah. Okay, so this was, I don't know, a little part of our experiences, and we can tell you that the real value of a model or a trainer can be measured when things are not as planned to be. So when we are struggling, when we have difficulties, this is the real value, and this is the real humanity, because we are humans after all, and we work for a, I don't know, common purpose. And that's it. If you have any questions, we have a Q&A session, so I don't know, 5-10 minutes, if someone wants to, please.
I don't go very often to reread what I wrote. Now it was a very sensitive memory for me to go back to the first day online.
I was very pushy, I'm sorry. I was
Yes.
very pushy to her, and I said, please, please, can we make some photos? Please, 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 it's just for this presentation, because I think it is amazing. I didn't saw this kind of thing done by any other model. For me, it was something different. For me, it was something new, that's why. And I think it is amazing to write down every single amount, to write down every single emotion, to write down everything. What I dressed, how was I dressed, how did what music, you know, it's very interesting.
Yeah, so if I actually have the time to go back in the pages, it makes me smile, it makes me laugh, like, wow, I was so dumb to do that or to say that. And I don't really have the time to do it because I keep writing, even now. I keep doing it. I'm writing about all the things that are happening in my life.
I hope she will publish a book someday, maybe. Maybe.
I would like that very much indeed, but I want more later, not now. Later ages.
Okay, I can work with that. I hope in
Would
10
you help
years.
me?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you too. What I'm gonna do once I quit this job? No, no. Honestly, no. I'm, I am doing very good at this point. I know I should think about it. I should think about it. I, I actually hope to become the best model of the best. Uh, yeah, of course, we can't do this forever. Definitely, I would like to open a business about, uh, probably not in this business. And if you ask me why, um, at some point, I would probably want to get away from this and keep it as a good memory for me, because it will always be a good memory for me. And right now, you surprise me with this question, yes. Um, I will actually think about it for sure. But yeah, I would like to open a business, have a restaurant or something. But I want to stay in this industry for a long time. So I think I have enough time to think about it. Like a long time. I'm just 22, still. Thank you.
For me, nothing, nothing. I'm not that
Okay, I am
interesting, no?
asking you. Sorry,
Okay.
was someone else? Did you ever think about being a model?
Yeah, I thought about this. I thought about this a lot. But I finished psychology and I was like, oh, I should open something to be a psychologist and to help others and blah, blah, blah. I didn't do that, of course, because you need a lot of money. And to be honest, I was one of that kind of people that judged us, you know?
So you judge the models
Yeah,
before?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Because I didn't knew, I didn't knew what it's supposed to mean. I didn't knew how hard it is. I didn't knew. I saw it like a kind of prostitution or something, and it's for real because I think over 40% of the people still think that. Maybe more, yeah. And no, I didn't think about it, but after that, when I came in this industry and I start working, I was like, oh my God, these are a lot of money. I never hold that money in my hand, so I don't know how it look like. And after that, so I thought about it. I thought about it, but after that, I saw that I can make this amount of money with my models, with the models that came in. So in 1 year, I could bring a model from 500 to this amount in 1 year or 2 years or something like that. And I don't know, it fills my heart with joy when I see this. And I was like, I don't think I will be that happy if I made it for myself. I think the girls makes me happier. When I saw that I have 6 girls in my team, and all of them, let's say, because not all of them, but let's say all of them eventually earn this amount of money, or maybe I don't know, even more. So it makes me happier and
Proud.
yeah, this is the word. Yeah, yeah, this is it. So I, yeah, like I said, I thought about it, but after that my thought disappeared because I saw the joy and the thanks And it is very, I don't know how to say, I don't want to cry. It is very emotional when a girl came to you and she said, thank you for not letting me to go home for today. Thank you. Because I don't know, it was the big fish in that day or something. Yeah, it's not like that. They are all humans like us, because they need attention also. And okay, I don't want to make a discussion out of this, but I want that the girls to treat them with respect always, and not to see them as a bank or just a credit card or a wallet. And that's it. The connections are very important. So I'm connected to the girls. That's it. But thank you for the question. It was a tough one. It was a tough one because, yeah, I thought about it. So?
Yeah, at the beginning I started with other sites. I think I worked on 3 different ones. And later on, once I started to know a little bit of English, when I can communicate with people, because I kept hearing like, Jasmine has quality members that you must talk in English with them, blah, blah, blah. So I had to be patient for that. But before it, there were those 3 sites that I worked with. I don't know very much about the sites. I was very much in the beginning. I didn't get the time to discover the site because I did move pretty quickly on Jasmine and I stayed there from then. The differences are visible at some point, which I think you know them too. So yeah. So I would say that the sites that I worked on before were not there with me. I didn't feel that there is someone from the site with me. The team from the studio, yes, it's there to show you this, and that on the page, on your profile. But I didn't feel like, hey, someone from there is also with me and will help me eventually if I need it. But this way, with Jasmine, I do feel like they're there. And they're watching us.
Every day. Yeah. So if there are no more questions, and I think there don't, we would like to thank you for staying for the, I don't know, at the end of this. I'm trembling because I had nervous. And thank you so much for being here, for letting us to show you a bit of our stories. And yeah.
Thank you too, and thank you, Francesca.
Thank you so much, Elia. It really was amazing.
Yes.
Thank you guys for doing this. Yeah. See you later.